Hi, I'm Suzy, and welcome to 30 Minutes of Dance. Today's class is a dancer cross-training workout where we will focus on longevity by building strength and flexibility. So clear your space, have water nearby. I'll be working barefoot today, but you're welcome to wear athletic shoes, whatever helps you to feel supported. I'm using a yoga mat, 2 yoga blocks. If you have, 1 will work. But if you have 2, grab 2. And then I have a blanket today just to support the knees, as we'll be doing a little bit of time on our hands and knees, a little bit of work there. So if you know that your knees could use a little extra love and support, then grab that. You can always fold your mat over, but I think this is pretty helpful. And then a strap for some opening of the back of the legs. You can also use a scarf or a bathrobe tie. So get your gear and let's begin. Just come to standing. And first, I just want to remember that this is a dancer workout. And so everything we're doing is about building some ease and grace in the body, opening up and feeling that you're moving mindfully, joyfully, and from your center. So we're treading. It's a whole body experience here. Treading and shifting, rolling the shoulders. Come to plant your feet at least hips width, and then feel the music coming in, and then inhale, reach the arms up, let the hips go, and then exhale, arms back down. Now if your arms aren't going as high as mine, it's all good. Just move your breath, allow yourself to be moved. And sense that just reaching the arms out to the side or up as high as you can is a stretch for your lungs. All right, we're building some cardiac capacity here, inflating the lungs and breathing out. One more. Good, come back to the center. Lift and shift your weight over to your left side and circle the right arm. So we're pushing off the right leg, kind of throwing the energy up and over to the left. Right, circulating. Now switch the direction. You kind of fall to the right. Drop swing to the right. Up and over. Good, one more. Come back to center. Let the hips go. And the arms. Easy. Up and down. And release. 2 more. Maybe you get your whole body into it. The hips, the head. One more. Starting to amp up your mood here. And now reach up and over. Little push and swing. Easy circle. Pushing off. Good. 1 more. And now you go under and fall. Under and fall left. From the center. 1 more. Back to the middle. Turn your toes out, heels in. Gonna sit into this. We're gonna pulse straight down. Second position plie, and then reach up, thumbs up. And then drop, swing in the center, and reach out on the diagonal. Feel that rebound. Little spirit fingers at the top. 1 more. Now turn toward your left. Hands at the hips, shifting the weight forward and then flexing through, stretching the back of the leg and then sitting in the outer hip. Some inhale and exhale. Again, point and flex. Now we're going to take the arms, swing it with you, up, palms out, palms open, palms out, palms open. All right, just easy weight shift. Good, last 2. And 1. Back to the center. Here we go. We're back in and drop swing. Yeah, new song, new vibe. Let's take 1 more. Again, we're stretching the lungs. Back to center. Turn to your right. So you're in this lunge. First action is to shift the weight forward and then scoop the hips under for a little stretch through the hamstring, the back of the leg there. Inhale and exhale, swinging the hips back. Waking up the front of the foot. Excellent. Now, if it feels good, reach up, palms up, and then swing back, palms open. Inhale, up. Exhale, back. Good. Inhale. One more. Here we go. Up. And breathe. Back to the center. Hopefully you're feeling warm-ish. Well, this is our bookend here, just for fun. And then we're gonna take it to the mat now. So, dance your way over there. As you come to your mat, I have my blanket set there. I use the 2 blocks. On their highest level, you could also use a chair for this part to help come in and out of the floor. But the blocks at the highest point is a good intermediate step, yes? First step is the chair, second step is the blocks, third step is hands on the floor, okay? So from here, feet are hips width. Check in with that, are they? Is that true? Yeah. And then inhale, reach your arms just straight out in front and go thumbs up. And then reach the arms on the diagonal as high as they are wanting to go, right? Might be here, might be right overhead. Just feel like, okay, what feels constricted, congested, yeah? You could also use your strap here just as a chance to kind of widen and get a feel for pulling apart. So you're trying to pull the strap apart, trying to pull your feet apart, broaden your mid back, upper back. So you're pulling in order to lift up. Yeah, so either thumbs up and reaching, or pulling, trying to pull, and lift on the diagonal. If they can go all the way up, okay. Today, yeah, every day is different. So all the way up if it works. If you feel like you're pushing your hips back and your heart forward, try to maintain a nice plumb line here. And then if it works in your body, to stretch the arms back behind you using the strap. Inhale, coming back up and down. So broadening this, again, you could just do it arms, no strap, it's enough right here. Or with the strap, feel like you're pulling the arms apart and take them back behind you. If as you're doing this, everything kind of falls out of alignment, zip it up, come up and down with your breath. I'm gonna turn just to face you. There's a moment here, even at the top, that you might be able to go side to side. Again, we're stretching the breath, opening the lungs, opening the muscles of the side body, the intercostals. You might take a little sway side to side, those muscles between the ribs, all right, that integrate and corset and gather at your rib cage. Good, one more. Woo, that'll wake you up, yes. And then bend your knees. You're gonna sit back into like a chair, imagine, yeah. Use the chair if it's out in front. And then use your hands on the block or the chair. It's a light touch as much as you can. Then lift and shift the weight to your left leg. Step your right leg back into a lunge. So choice to stay right here, to take the knee down if that helps with your balance. Make sure you're not on a tightrope, but your feet are about in the same line as your hips, yeah, or the blocks even. And then push off and step back to the center. Hands to hips. Drive the hips forward, stand tall. Good, inhale, reach the arms up. And then take a little dance break at the top. Yeah, woo. And then exhale, hands to hips. Sit back in a deep chair. Inhale, lengthen, take your hands to your support. You're gonna lift the weight to the right leg, peel the left toes off, step it back. Again, you could stay right here. Nice long line from the hips to the heart. You can take the knee down if that's a thing. Keep lifting the chest, pull the shoulders down. And then exhale, you're gonna push off. Step your feet to hips width. Long spine, hands to hips, firm your waist, and then come to stand tall. Inhale, reach up, and then don't forget that it's fun, yes, okay. And then from here, we're gonna add on. Inhale, add on if it works. If it doesn't, stay with the first range of motion here. So we're gonna reach up, give you some spirit fingers, and then send your hips back, navel up, fingertips, shift to your left leg, step your right leg back. Lift the belly, lower the knee. Lift perhaps the hands to your hips, to the frame of your left thigh, or there's an option to take the arm out in front, the arm out to the side, or the arm up towards the sky. Yes, thumbs up on your inhale, roll the shoulders down the back, and then exhale, fingertips, lift the back knee, push off. It's harder than it looks, I know. And then pull the navel in, hands to hips, cinch your waist, stand tall. Inhale, notice the difference in your sides. Find that fluidity at the top. And then from here, hands to hips, sit back in your chair, ground yourself, shift the weight to the right leg, peel the left foot, step it back like you have eyes on the sole of the left foot, knee down. Inhale, stay. Prop yourself up on the thigh, the hips, trying to feel that the knees and the hips are in the same line, and then reach forward, reach out, consider reaching up. Yep, little release through the top hand, pull the shoulders down the back, and then reset. Fingertips, lift the belly, peel off the foot, 2 feet, top of the mat. Inhale, head on your spine, stand tall, drive the hips forward. Good. Little dance break. Arms up, shift the weight. Got one more in you. We're gonna do one more variation. Good. Inhale, reach up. Just swing back. Oh. Hands to the blocks. Lift and shift, left leg. Right leg steps back. So your choice. You could almost take the knee down and then come back up. You could take the knee down and try your luck in the very first variation, yes. Or bend and straighten 3 times. Inhale, keep your right hand on the block. Take your right knee down. And then use your left hand to anchor this. Just gonna spiral the chest towards the left. So it's a twist, but you don't wanna get twisted, yeah? So keep your hips level and even, shining both headlights of the hips forward, and then just roll your left shoulder and maybe you look across to the left. If that all feels good, you might take the hand out to the side, or even like give the sky a little wave, and then come back down. Excellent, push off, use your hands. Now you wanna push out of the back leg and reach through the crown of the head, push forward, stand, hands to hips, drive the glutes forward. Yes, notice how different your legs feel. Inhale, yay! Cheer yourself on. And then swing the hands back, you're in that chair. Fingertips. Lift to your right with eyes on the left foot. You're gonna reach way back. I know this isn't easy. I don't think it's easy either. So from here, you're gonna lengthen. You might stay on the knee or come up and down, up and down. Nice and easy. Last one. Lift your navel to lower the knee. Keep the left hand on the block. Pull yourself up and feel as if you're pulling the front foot in toward you a bit. Now the right shoulder kind of rolls down your back. Keep the hips square. Imagine you're holding a block between the inner thighs, and then roll the chest open. And maybe give me a little wave from here. Consider taking the arm up, just for a breath, and then plant yourself. You're gonna push off the back leg, reach through the crown of the head, energize as you step the feet together. Bend the knees, drive the hips forward. Excellent, shake it off. So all of that is to help us navigate getting in and out of the floor. So here we go. Inhale, reach up. Exhale, sit back. Pick your lucky leg. They both work. Yes. Pick your lucky leg, step back. Take your knee down. Now bring the blocks to the second or the lowest version perhaps, and then step both knees back. If you have to come around the outside, it's all good. Breathe when you get here. Now, I'm working on the hands, but you may consider working on your fingertips or working on your elbows. If anything feels nervy or like it's creating more tension than it's building strength, modify. Take a moment, just kind of come out of it and then come back in as you're ready. Okay, so inhale, shrug your shoulders, lift your heart forward. Exhale, hug hollow round. Inhale, keeping your gaze out in front of you on the mat. And then just kind of just hug the front of the body into the back of the body. Might even squirm and wag your tail a little on the way up and down if it feels good. Yes. Now, inhale, lift and shift the weight. It's gonna be your left hand. You're gonna lift and shift the weight to your left hand. When you do that, pick the weight up off your left leg and turn the knee in so that you can open yourself up. Now, I have the blocks underneath because it actually helps to lift the floor so that the hips and the shoulders are more in the same line. Then explore what feels good, like little wave or spirit fingers with this top arm. You might even flex through and lift that heel, reaching the arm in opposite direction. Or keep the fingertips on the shoulder and just kind of lift the elbow, circle the elbow. Building strength in the top side of the body. And then replace the leg and the arm. Come back down. Take the weight off your knee as you need, and then realign the leg. Right, so there's not a lot of weight in the knee when you turn the shin. You try to lift the weight out of the knee and then reset. Excellent. Inhale, come forward. Now try the right side. So your body weight's over the right chest and shoulder, over the right hand. Now we're gonna pick up the right leg and kind of turn it in so that we adjust without weight. And then, oh yeah, reach for the sky. Stir your fingers. Move the arm in a way that feels good and unique to you. All right, and circle, maybe you lift the leg off the floor if it feels like too much. It can be a little wobbly, that's okay. That's what it's about. Press into the top of the right foot and shin. Keep your head on your spine. And then pull your navel in, start to plant the hands, and plant the other knee, and then lift the weight out of the right leg. Now your choice, child's pose in between, so you've come off the arms. You might even let your hands rest on the blocks. If that doesn't feel good, just come to seated for a moment in between. Just completely off of your knees, massage your knees. You could lie down and come back up, right? But give yourself a moment to reset. Yeah, and an applause break to reset. Now we're gonna try the other side. First set. So I'm gonna move my block just so that I can be with you, but you don't have to change a thing. So just stay with me. All right. So options. Come back to hands and knees. Place your left hand on the block. Adjust your weight so your left knee and ankle are in the same plane, same line of action. Good. Now, option to stay right here. You might even keep your hand on your hip and just try to feel like, okay, is my tailbone moving down? Am I drawing my navel in? Now there's an option to stay right here. It's enough. If you want to explore taking the arm overhead, or even drag your right leg forward a little bit and open your chest up. So we're opening through the pec, through the front of the chest. Move your head in a way that feels good, right? Not lifting your chin too high or letting the head fall off, but right in alignment. And then bring it back to neutral. Down walk the leg behind you any amount. Now if this gets crunchy in your low back, it's too much. So just go out on the diagonal. Right? If it feels good, you could bend the knee. You might even reach for the foot and kick into bow. All right? It's an option. But you don't have to do everything today. You don't have to do everything today. Come back to the center. Plant your hands back down on the blocks. Lift before you move the knee. And then reset, child's pose, or your belly, or come off the knees in between and just kind of dance it out here. Woo! All right. Now, the right hand's gonna go on your blocks. I'm looking in a different direction just so I can even it out with us here. But it'll simply be your right hand on the block. Lift and shift the weight. Lift your right knee so that now it's turning and the right knee and ankle are in the same line. So your hips are square. Reach up. Take the arm behind you if that feels better. It may feel better to look down. It might feel good to look out. Look out. Consider lifting the leg and reaching. If that's not for you, pause. Option to drag the leg forward and place it down, and then open the chest up. You're not rotating the spine necessarily, you're just opening the heart up and letting the weight of the arm drop back and open across your chest, your armpits. The bottom arm is scooping in and under. Shoulder blade comes forward. Now come back through center. You can stay or walk the arm or the leg back a little bit, and the hand can reach forward, so we're on the diagonal. You can put the foot down if that feels better, so you keep the low back as neutral as possible, or bend the leg, keep the toes on the floor. Zip up through the top of the pubic bone, lift through the heart. Consider holding onto that foot. If that makes you turn the knee in or out in a way that's not healthy for you, don't do it. Let the breath take shape for yourself. Come back to neutral, yeah, your shape. It's unique. Take both knees down, reset, picking up the right leg, and then shifting off of this, either child's pose, you can even use your block, or send the legs out in front and just kind of wiggle and squirm and have a dance break here. Yeah, side to side. You may not, it's harder to get the hips up than you might think. We gotta have options, yes. So squirm it out. Good. If you're on your belly or in child's pose, come on to your hips, have a seat. Let's move the blanket on out of the way and like place it like a pillow underneath your head. So now we're gonna keep one block handy, yes, and have your strap nearby also. Now you don't have to have the pillow under your head, just might be nice, yeah. Come to your outer right hip and then lie down. So you're gonna scoop through, side lie, come onto your back. Now set yourself, I'm just kind of squirming to get in the right alignment, but the squirming is really good for your low back, just sort of shifting side to side. You might even take the legs and just let them drop across, right and left. Good, then bring yourself back together. Let's use the block between your inner thighs. And then working to strengthen the inner line of the legs. Elbows in close. You're gonna squeeze the block and lift into a bridge. It's not the highest bridge you've ever done, just kind of lifting up there and back down. Now the pillow under my head is not a big pillow, it's just like a really light cushion so that I'm not in any way compressing my cervical spine, my neck, yeah? So not a big pillow, just little. Good. One more time, come on up. Squeeze the block and then do some hip circles. You could even use the arms in opposite direction here. Yes, and then switcheroo. Technical terms like switcheroo here. You're gonna circle in the other direction, just stirring it up. Excellent, come back to the middle, lift up as high as you can. And then bring the hips back down. Take the block now. You're gonna put it on the first level, lowest level, under your hips. Okay. So it's not under your low back. If it was under the low back, it would look like that. And it's kind of cranky on the low back. It's a big arch. It's underneath the weight and the plate of your pelvis and your tailbone there, yeah? So try your options. Lift the chest up, have the strap nearby. So now we're gonna release the back of the leg from all those lunges that we did. This is a lunge in essence. If you send the left leg long and pull the right leg in, it's like a lunge. Now I tell you, right? It would have been nice to know that. I could have done this the whole time. Yeah. And then consider looping the strap around your knee, you could stay, or around your foot, and then bend and straighten. Now, if this is at all feeling like it's a lot of work, then bend your left leg and keep your right leg a little bit bent. See if you can find this neutral space you can be in where you're not like pushing, and you can feel an unfolding of the leg. 3 deep breaths here. Check in with the upper body. Are you like gripping with the hands? Can you release there? And then exhale, bend the knee, release the strap, just pause for a moment, and then stir the hips here like you're massaging the hips, the outer hips and glutes, your backside on the block. Switch the direction. Kind of unwinding. Excellent. Then plant the feet, lift the hips, and reset. Now draw your left knee in. Stretch your right leg long. So again, we're trying to find the floor and the weight of the leg. So you're not here, but instead pushing like you were in a lunge. Now you might stay. It's a really nice release for the hips and low back. Or loop the strap, any amount. And then start to bend and straighten the leg. Again, if it's helpful to counterbalance by bending the right foot and planting it, trying your luck there. And then find a position where you can just be with it and check in. Are you pushing? Are you breathing? Yeah, take a deep breath. Feel the weight of the thigh bone kind of falling into the well of the hip here. Another deep breath. And then gently release the leg. Set the strap off to the side, plant your feet. And again, you're just gonna do an easy circle. Could be a figure 8. You're just squirming, massaging the hips on the support. Now go in the other direction, unwinding. Right, like find your like inner samba salsa dance movement here. And then lift your hips up as high as you can go. Slide the block out of the way and then come down, slow motion. Well done. Now, take your feet together, come into a butterfly shape here. If it doesn't feel so good on your hips, it may, over time, if you put a little something under the thighs. So if I had my second block, I'd show you, put the other block underneath. Yeah, so far away though, yes. You could also use your blanket and put the blanket underneath. I'm gonna just kind of slide it under there, so least amount of effort. You could put the blanket under your knees and under your thighs. Right, we need more height than the blocks. But we can't really relax unless we feel supported, yes? So building the floor up to catch the weight of the legs will help you to drop into this stretch a bit deeper. Good, take your hands if you can behind your head and just massage the base of the skull, the back of the neck. Let your head shift side to side, releasing any tension there. Take the deepest breath of the day and curl up. So you're gonna activate your core, scoop up and release. Scoop up and release. One more scoop, and then release over onto your side. Move the gear out from underneath you as you need so you have space. And then going back towards your blocks or your chair, swing the legs back around. So we rewind this, coming to all fours, using one or both blocks, yes. And then from that all fours position, you'll step one leg forward, coming into the lunge, pushing off. Take your hands to your hips, pull the navel in, stand tall, long spine. Take a step, maybe in a little walkabout, coming off your mat again, coming back to the beginning and let the arms go up. Deep breath, reach with your right arm, and with your left arm, And again, right, and left. And then bring your hands together. Yay, you. Thank you for moving with me today, building strength and flexibility so that you can live longer and be happier. I'm Suzy. I look forward to moving with you again soon. Have a beautiful day.